Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J Nowak. So, what I got to talk about today here on Honest J Nowak is that I'm going to talk about a couple things about desserts. And I feel like that this is a pretty anticipated topic of mine that I've been wanting to talk about for months, but I guess since day one, I just couldn't get enough of many of the other subjects I wanted to talk about. So, let me go on ahead and start talking about desserts right now. So, desserts are probably one of the best things a person could ever come across. There are hundreds of different types out there that happen to revolve around the entire world, but of course, many of us have our favorites. For me personally, if there were 10 different desserts that I happen to be a favorite, that I happen to favor all the time, it would include cakes, cookies, eclairs, ice cream, brownies, and five others that kind of just are like mixes of the others, but I guess you probably get the idea. Bakers have some huge variety when it comes to the different types of desserts in any way. But of course, let me go ahead and talk about a couple things about desserts that are usually a bit unique about. Because sometimes we happen to have desserts as a way of breakfast. We happen to have desserts as a way to replace any of our meals. But of course, many people out there, they just want to go and nag us and snag us about the many things that desserts can do to you. Diabetes, heart attack, stroke. Wow. It never ends, pretty much. The same old kind of rants that people talk about all the time when it comes to consumption of desserts and what it could do to your body. But I'd say it's gobbledygook. So, time out on that part of life and time out on all of that. Time in, though, on everything else. Because desserts are awesome, and what can I say? I'm a pretty big foodie. Like our third president, Thomas Jefferson. And if you're not very familiar with, well, great big story, then, well, they'll tell you. Thomas Jefferson was a massive foodie. And was the whole reason why great wine, macaroni and cheese, some ice cream, and others are still existent even to this very day. So, of course, many things about desserts are just pretty awesome, and many things that desserts happen to do to you, they're not awesome, but why would you want to worry about those anyway? I know I certainly wouldn't want to worry about them. Everybody's got to suffer death at some point. There's no way to not die. That's for sure. Diabetes may be slow and painful, but in the end, it's probably a pain worth living with. Those of you who are diabetic, be yourself. Don't let anybody take you down for being who you are in this case. You love to eat sugary foods, like me. And of course, I'm not diabetic because, well, there's a good chance I could be immune to a lot of this kind of effects that happen with this. So, if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.